Mic check. 1, 2. Are we rolling? Okay. Welcome back to the Future Tense. I'm Alex.
And I'm Sarah.
Happy New Year, Sarah. It is officially 2026. We made it.
We did. Barely.
Speak for yourself. I spent the last 2 weeks of December trying to disconnect from the internet, which is impossible. But now that we are back, I want to start with a feeling I have. Do you feel like the air has changed? You know, back in 2023 or 2024, every time OpenAI or Google released something, the internet would melt down. People were screaming, AGI is here, or we're all gonna die.
The sugar rush phase?
Exactly. But looking at the tech news from the last 2 weeks, late December 25, it feels quieter, but heavier. Does that make sense?
It makes perfect sense. I actually wrote about this yesterday. I think 2026 is going to be known as the post-hype era. The magic trick is over. We know the rabbit is in the hat. We know how the trick is done. Now businesses and regular people are looking at the rabbit and saying, okay, cute rabbit, but can it do my laundry? Can it file my taxes?
Can it?
Well, that brings us to the biggest buzzword of January 2026. If you haven't heard it yet, get ready to hear it 1,000,000 times. Agentic AI.
Agentic. I hate that word. It sounds like a stomach condition.
It's terrible branding, I agree. But the concept is huge. Think about ChatGPT back in the day. You typed a question, it gave an answer. It was a text box. It was passive. It was trapped behind the glass. The reports coming out of Silicon Valley right now, specifically from the big cloud providers, are saying that 2026 is the year the AI gets hands.
Metaphorical hands? Please tell me they are metaphorical?
Mostly. Let me give you a concrete example from a demo I saw last week. In 2024, if you wanted to book a flight to London, you'd ask an AI, find me flights to London. It would list them. Then you had to go to the website, type in your credit card, pick the seat, and hit buy. Agentic AI of 2026, you say, get me to London for under $600 next Tuesday, window seat. And then you put your phone down. The AI goes to the site, navigates the menus, enters your saved payment info, picks the seat, and sends you the boarding pass. It has agency. It acts on your behalf.
Okay, I see the appeal, but I also see the nightmare. What if it books me a seat next to the toilet? Or what if it misunderstands London and sends me to London, Ontario, Canada?
That's the trust gap. And that is literally what every major tech CEO is talking about right now. There was a fascinating article in The Atlantic just before Christmas about this. They called it the year of supervision. The idea is that we aren't users anymore. We are managers. You don't do the work. You check the AI's work. You are the supervisor.
So I'm getting a promotion?
Sort of. Or you're becoming a babysitter. It depends on how good the software is. But look at the workplace. This is where it gets really interesting and a little scary. The digital coworker.
I saw that term in the Deloitte report. Digital coworker. It sounds friendly.
It is friendly until it isn't. Imagine you have a project. You need to analyze sales data from Q4, write a summary, and email it to the team. Last year, you did that. This year, an agentic bot on your desktop does the analysis, writes the draft, and puts it in your drafts folder. You just review it and hit send. Productivity goes through the roof. But
Here comes the but.
if the bot does the analysis and the writing, why does the company need the junior analyst whose only job was doing the analysis and the writing?
Right. And that leads us to the other hot topic I wanted to bring up, the middle management massacre. I saw that headline and shivered.
Yeah, that's the Gartner prediction causing all the drama on LinkedIn this week. The theory is that organizations are going to flatten. If an AI can track deadlines, assign tasks, and monitor progress, what is the middle manager doing? In 2026, the value isn't in managing the process. The value is in the human connection, the strategy, the creative leaps. If your job is just moving information from person A to person B, you are in the danger zone.
I feel like I need a drink, and we're only 10 minutes in.
It's not all doom and gloom. It frees us up to do the fun stuff.
That's what they always say. It frees you up to be creative. Sarah, I'll be honest. Sometimes I don't want to be creative. Sometimes I just want to copy-paste data into Excel and listen to a podcast. Are you telling me my lazy work is gone?
I'm sorry, Alex. The lazy work is officially gone. The robots took it.
Rip to the lazy workday.
So AI is doing our work, booking our flights, and apparently stealing my excuse to slack off on a Friday afternoon. But Sarah, let's talk hardware, because for a long time, AI was just code. It was words on a screen. But in the last 2 weeks, I've seen more videos of humanoid robots in factories than I have in the last 5 years combined. What is happening?
We're entering the era of embodied AI. This is the next logical step. We built the brain, the large language models. Now we are giving the brain a body. The big news from late 2025 was the BMW and Tesla updates. We aren't just seeing robots that repeat the same motion over and over. We are seeing robots that see and understand. If you drop a wrench in front of an old robot, it ignores it or trips over it. The 2026 robots, they look down, recognize it's a wrench, pick it up, and hand it to you.
That's the part that blows my mind, the semantic understanding of the physical world. But be real with me, is this going to be in my house this year? Because my kitchen is a disaster zone. I need a robot that doesn't judge me for having dishes in the sink for 3 days.
I think your messy kitchen is safe for another year or two. 2026 is the year of the industrial rollout. Warehouses, factories, dangerous environments. But we might see the first real consumer home butlers hit the high-end market by Christmas. Think of it like the first flat-screen TVs. Super expensive, kind of clunky, but a status symbol. Oh, you don't have a bot to walk the dog? How quaint.
I can't wait to be looked down upon by my neighbors for walking my own dog. But there is a darker side to this hardware stuff, right? I was reading about AI sovereignty. It sounds like a political thriller.
It is serious. This is the geopolitical trend of 2026. For the last few years, everyone used the same American models. Everyone used GPT or Claude or Gemini. But now, countries are realizing that AI is critical infrastructure, like electricity or water. France, India, the UAE, China, they are all saying, we don't want our data going to American servers. We want sovereign AI. We're seeing the internet fragmenting, the Splinternet.
So, French AI might have different values or different truths than an American AI?
Exactly. And that's going to make doing business globally really complicated in 2026. If you are a company, you might need one AI strategy for Europe, one for the US, and one for Asia. It's not a global village anymore. It's a global collection of walled gardens.
Man, it feels like we are growing up. The fun, chaotic teenage years of AI are over. Now we have jobs, responsibilities, and borders.
That is the perfect analogy. 2026 is the year AI graduated college and got a 9-to-5 job. It's less exciting in a viral TikTok way, but it's much more impactful in a changing the global economy way.
So, Sarah, before we wrap up, for the person listening to this on their commute, maybe they are a middle manager, maybe they are a student, what is the one thing they should do differently this year?
Don't compete with the robot. Stop trying to be faster than the AI at writing emails or analyzing data. You will lose. Focus on the things that make no sense to a machine. Focus on context. Focus on relationships. Focus on curiosity. And honestly, learn how to delegate to an AI. The best employees in 2026 won't be the ones who work the hardest. They will be the ones who are the best managers of their AI agents.
Manager of Machines. I like that title. I might put that on my business card. Sarah, this was awesome. Thank you for walking us through the brave new world.
Thanks for having me, Alex. Here's to a glitch-free 2026.
We can only hope. That's it for today's episode. I'm going to go home and try to negotiate with my toaster. See you next time on The Future Tense.